Hello there. This is a William H. Morley Clover brand. It's 5/8 square point. This razor I haven't shaved with in a while. It was shave ready the last time I shaved with it, but it could probably use a touch up. So what I did is I took this razor back to an 8K stone, and I have my Kita Jnat, and I could just use the slurry off of this stone and do a thin dot slurry progression and bring this razor up to shave ready again. But I want to play a bit. What I'm going to do is use some Nagura, Tenju, Majiro, and then this is what I use for a coma or to do things like basic things like just raising a slurry on my JNAT or any other. It's a piece of JNAT, a very hard piece of Jnat of indeterminate mind. The guy that gave it to me um, told me what it was, and it's a high quality stone, but I can't remember. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise a Tenju, Majero, and a Coma, or whatever this you want to call this. This basically is a Coma. Uh, for all intents and purposes, that's what I'm using it for. I'm gonna raise them on this stone and hone with it. Now, this stone is a Kita, so they are known to be softer than other finishing style JNATs or many other. And I'm pretty sure that what I will end up doing is pulling up some of this stone and some of the Nagura, the individual Nagura that I am honing with, which is not going to break my heart none. Just to look at the stone. I like to put my Nagura in a bit of water. That's why they're in that bowl. Before I use them, I think they perform better. It's a personal thing. You can do whatever it is that you want. But for me, that's my preference. Let's set this back down for a minute. Let me wipe this blade. I sprayed water on it. This is a beautiful stone. I think I gave $6 for it. The thing of it is, you see me with like some nice stones. This is a pretty nice stone. Okay, it's a nice little mid-sized sort of JNAT. I paid $6 for this stone because I found it at an indoor flea market at a woodworker's booth, and someone was using it for chisels and plane blades. I took it home, paid $6 for it, took it home, lapped it, cleaned it up, sealed the back side of it, the sides and the bottom of it, and tested it on a razor and it put a screaming blooming edge on a straight razor. And I was like, oh yeah. So a lot of the stuff that the Thuringian, the Escher that I use, I paid $1 for that stone. It was in a thrift store, and I wasn't even sure what it was. The label was on the back of it, but the label's not completely whole, and it was the label was dirty. It was grungy with oil and God knows what else, and I couldn't tell exactly what it was, but I looked at the side of it and saw the layers in it, and I was like, that's a natural stone. I don't know for sure what it is, but I think it's a Thuringian, and I'm going to pay the $1 and take it home. And that's how I ended up with it. It pays to pay attention to what's going on at places like thrift stores, flea markets, that kind of thing. You'd be amazed what kind of stones you're able to find in places like that. I mean, when I got it cleaned up and saw the Escher label on the back of that, beautiful. You know, I was overjoyed that that's what it was. I have a vintage conical. I paid, I think, $2 or $4, maybe $6, but I think it was $2 or $4 because it was at an indoor flea market. Same indoor flea market I found this, just a different vendor. It was at that flea market, and it was in two pieces. The bottom Belgian blue section had separated from it, and they threw it up there in a cardboard box, in half of a cardboard box. There was like the side and the bottom of a cardboard box that it was laying in, and I was like, "That's a conical. They want like $2 for it. That's mine." And I took it home, glued it together, and cleaned it up. And it's a screaming nice vintage old conical. You can. Now I've been blessed. The Lord blessed me with all of that. And that's His hand and His favor. But they're out there. You can find them if you look. And you're willing to accept that you might have to do some work on it. You might have to take a chance or two. But I knew all of these were natural stones, and that no matter what, they were going to be good for something. So I took the chance at the relatively low price that was being asked for them and scored big time. Gorgeous. I want to clear that slurry from the razor and from the stone. I'm going to raise another lighter tin juice slurry. This video is liable to be long. You guys don't mind, do you? I tend to, if you watch, I'm tilting that stone. When I come to the heel, I'm tilting that slurry down toward the heel and then down toward the toe. It's just what I do. You don't have to. It's just how I do it. What part of the fun for me of these natural stones is holding them in the hand like this. It's beautiful. And I can get lost in this real easy and forget I'm even recording anything. I want to look at that under a loop. Yeah, beautiful. Hazy Jnat finish. Lovely. Okay, let's go with Mademoiselle Magero. Once again, graduating pressure all along the edge from heel to toe as I move down the surface of this hone. Now, you notice the difference in the color? When I first started, that was a really, really dark, creamy colored slurry. It's not anymore. Now it's diluted a little bit, but it's not. It's changed. That's because steel has been abraded. It's because the Nagura slurry is broken down. Probably other things I don't know about or aren't thinking about. So, and that's my opinion of what's going on as well, which is what I have. We're going to move from that to the Tomo. And I'm going with a lighter bit of pressure and a lighter torque on the razor. One last pass on a very light slurry, almost nothing. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.